Hey there, I'm just opening up this random package I got in the mail. After all, it was the season of giving. 2 months ago, but hey, I'm not one to say no to free stuff. Damn it! Where do these keep coming from and why is this sticky? Wait, what time of year is this? Oh yeah, it is that time of year. Look, every year around this time, these just keep appearing, and I don't know where they keep coming from!
Galgun returns.
You're telling me it left?
You know how everyone says that when a man and a woman love each other very much, out comes a baby? Well, when a horny teenager and a horny developer collide, they pop out Galgun. The game has spread like the bubonic plague to the point where you can buy it at Walmart.
That's cute. Call me one's available at Best Buy.
Son of a bitch. You might have noticed that while checking out the series, I never mentioned the original game, just Double Peace and 2. Well, that's because I didn't have an Xbox 360 to check it out, and while I still don't, they did release a remastered version of the first game, hence the title.
So you're telling me the Sex Gun game got a revival, but Dino Ricky can't?
Strangely enough, unlike the other entries in the series, Galgun Returns opted to skip the PS4 and instead find a new home on the Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch. Could possibly be due to Sony's bizarre and inconsistent censoring of certain titles that were just too damn sexy for them. And Inti Creates wanted to ensure the world got the full Galgun experience. The world would never be the same without it. While the Xbox version was eventually cancelled,
Rats!
we did still get the Nintendo Switch version.
Finally! Now I can take my sex repellent on the go!
While I love the irony of Galgun Returns being a Nintendo Switch exclusive, when you think about it for just a second, the game fits perfectly along with Nintendo's catalog of games on the eShop. Fire Emblem Engage, Super Mario Odyssey, Hentai Uni, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Loot Box Simulator, RPG Girls, Hot Tentacle Shooter, and Furry Hentai Tangram. You know, only the classics.
Now let's finish this series and get the honor of saying that I'm the first person to ever finish reviewing the horny trinity of games known as Galgun.
After finding the urge to chuck this game out the window, time to look at the box, and yep, that is a game that would find me on a list somewhere. An arcade shooter full of cute girls and happy endings.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Find true love in one day from over 70 characters.
Does this game have that many endings?
No, what are you f***ing stupid? This is Galgun lingo for we have 70 girls to ogle over. Enjoy several game modes, including the famed Doki Doki Carnival.
Come on, step right up, win yourself a spot on the sex offender registry.
Costumes, voice acting, and panties all included. I'm sorry, Galgun, but I'm not sure that having voice acting is something to be proud of.
But they got me with the costumes and panties. The very definition of good enough for me. Now it's time to open up the case.
Inside, we're greeted with ghosts of sexy girls past, and is it sad that I know exactly who all these characters are?
I think it'd be less embarrassing to know who the side characters are in Mystical Ninja Star and Gomon on the N64.
Ah, why not? Let's look at the cartridge too. Galgun, come on, why such a boring game cartridge? After all, you guys are the series with the Bikini Collector's Edition. You're telling me you couldn't have gone all the way and put a girl on the cartridge? Like, if you play this in public, you're just asking for trouble. Come on, what even is this, a fucking tumor?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to put off playing this game as long as I possibly can, but I guess I can't delay it any longer, so it's time to get right into Galgun Returns.
Wait, one last thing. We have to check what an STD tastes like. Time for the Galgun staple of having a flashy opening cutscene. In this one, we get introduced to our love interests and get their Tinder bios, showing us their birthdays, blood types, breast sizes. We get everything except for their social security numbers, so we can't quite steal their identities yet. We also get a montage of events yet to occur, including but not limited to a kidnapping, a concert, getting pummeled, and one of the girls starring in a hentai.
I can see why this game is so sticky now.
We even get double the angels in this game, with Ikaro making her grand comeback into the franchise. The main menu screeches the name of the game at you, so if you're so dead set on playing this in public, oh, they'll make damn sure that people know exactly what you're playing.
Oh, God. Dude, really? Out in public? Dude, this. I'm out of here. Remind me wants to clean this
We have so much sex to choose from. Story, Doki Doki Carnival, Score Attack, Gallery. Alright, we'll start out with story, an oldie but a goodie. So first we get asked, are we a seasoned lover or are we a newbie lover?
Well, after successfully getting Elayed once and failing on Tinder, I'd say I'm pretty seasoned.
Cut to this angel who's armed and ready to commit a murder.
Who hasn't been in this situation? Am I right? Guys?
However, instead of sealing the deal, turns out she has her gun set on overkill and turns this into a pincushion.
Man, this franchise has the clumsiest f***ing angels ever!
Yep, the angel managed to ruin a simple assassination, and all she has to say is, I really screwed this up big time. This causes many cute girls to want to sex with us, but this angel is not having it and begs us to just shoot her already, light her up. Damn, even the game wants to get this shit over with. And our character is surprisingly willing to commit manslaughter.
Well, at least when I'm controlling him.
You know the gameplay?
Yeah, I got my sexy vacuum out and ready.
Well, turns out we're back to just using guns again.
This
game is just a really horny House of the Dead clone with none of the improvements from past games aside from improved visuals. You just shoot the weak spots, and well, I gotta give the game this. It is kinda funny to shoot the girls in their fucking belly buttons, but that can only carry a game so far. There's literally nothing setting this game apart from other entries. It's just go here, shoot the girls, now head over here and get into some sexy hijinks. We're basically the sexy version of the army. Also, why are there no motion controls? You'd think that they capitalize on being on the Switch for full immersion. Like Double Piece advertised rubbing and touching your way to success, and now that they can, they won't? Probably because they're afraid of getting a bit too close to that whole hentai thing. Like, what do you think would happen if they enabled this?
What is happening up there? Are there elephants f***ing right above me?
Having motion controls would just help with the monotony of gameplay because then I actually have to challenge my mind to move my damn hands and it makes it a little less boring rather than how I actually play it. Think of how they work in games like Splatoon. They add an extra layer of complexity and challenge to the gameplay. But no, let's just have the same damn gameplay as every other fucking game. Hell, even the voice acting is the damn same.
Hold on. You gotta be f***ing kidding me. This is the same intro as Double Piece!
Look, Angel shows up, she f***s up royally, it's even the same damn dialogue! Oh wait, I'm sorry, this intro has a 1, and this doesn't.
Well, whoop-de-f***ing-do, that changes everything!
So if the game looks the same, plays the same, hell, even acts the same, what do we have left? All we have now is just the damn story! After slaughtering everyone in my path, the angel introduced herself as Patako, aka that random girl spouting off about giving girls euphoria at the end of Double Piece. This is her origin story. She's here because of a school assignment that requires her to give us a day in the sun in order to graduate.
It's the middle of the fucking day outside. We did that on our own, no angel required.
Despite years of practice, she forgot to toggle off the overkill option, which, why do they need that? Are they going to war? I screwed up and shot a bunch of arrows and made you way more popular with the ladies than necessary. Even if today's the only day you'll be this popular, and starting tomorrow you can never ever find a girlfriend?
Okay, I think I got what she was saying.
Since we got shot 16 times, we're way too freaking popular for today, and today only. It's like a clearance sale at Dollar Tree. Everyone's gotta have a piece, and is willing to fight to the death over it. Now, in true Galgun tradition, this damn angel needs us to fix this by having us do all the damn work. She begs us to please use your one chance to get her girlfriend, even if it's the last thing you do. No way. Because if I'm going down, we're making damn sure she is too. However, if we don't find a girlfriend today, we'll never receive any romantic attention from any girl, guy, or animal for as long as we live. Damn, no, not the dogs. To get to the girl of our dreams, we have to use, and say it with me kids, the pheromone shot to make them squeal like, ah! Then let your payload go with a bang!
So basically we're making them orgasm.
We have until sundown to find the girl of our dreams, but Patako reminds us to think with our heart and not your head.
Oh no! This game is making me regress back into a virgin!
I guess it's do or die a virgin.
That's me now!
Before we could properly get going, however, Patako gives us a little quiz. Do you like studying?
Love it. Why do you think I'm still a virgin?
How long do you study after class?
Wait, I'm supposed to study outside of class?
Are you fast on your feet?
Well, that depends on your definition of fast, but I mean... You see me, right? I'll just leave it at that.
How fast is your 100-meter dash?
I feel like I'm getting put on blast here.
Are you into fashion?
I wear the same clothes every day. The f*** do you think?
Do you change your underwear every day?
Galgan, How are you gonna ask me if I change my underwear every day just to not give me that option?
F it, we gotta move on. Now for our last set of questions. You have dirty magazines stashed under your bed, don't you?
Your Honor, that's not me.
Alright. How many do you have?
I plead the fifth.
The whole point of this quiz is to determine your stats, and what do your stats do? Not much, actually. They just give you slightly different dialogue choices. Come on, you're playing Galgun Returns. What did you expect? Aside from the quiz at the beginning, the only other way to affect them is by,
Doki Doki is back again, bitches! This time in its worst form yet.
In this game, you have to hover over the girls' body parts and look for the ones with the big Japanese words over them. But be careful, because they all look so damn similar. You just have to hover over it and shoot. The longer you linger, the more of the bar you'll fill up. But be careful, because if you stay for too long, she'll block you. And you'll have to resort to shooting her f***ing armpit or something, I don't know. Once you've filled that bar, just hit that button and blam! You've committed a war crime. This will also clear out any girls surrounding them. The problem is that the stats and effects are completely random. Some stats go up, while others drop. It all depends on the girl you choose, as that has a major effect on the stats affected. However, there's no way to tell in-game aside from just memorizing which girl affects which stat. Now, you could become the Galgun Messiah and carry a detailed notebook on which girl does what, but why bother doing any of that when, again, the stats are mostly f***ing pointless. Now it's time to choose our dream girl. Do we want Bunny Girl, the school harasser, obligatory childhood friend, or totally not naughty one?
F it, why not? I was always a fan of harassment.
Potako warns us that girls will keep coming for us, and when they do, to just give them a good pa-pow with the pheromone shot till they reach euphoria.
Oh, I love that show! Oh no, definitely not talking about that show.
So we finally make it to the school, we get this loading screen, and back to the front of the school. What was the fucking point of that? We're literally in the same spot. We end up getting assaulted. Well, I blinked, so I couldn't tell you how. Just that it happened. This is Akira, and she's pissed because of the wake of relief girls behind us. She says how they call her the savior of schoolgirls. You got some nerve pulling a stunt like this here. We got an ego alert here, folks. I swear, there's an absolutely profound explanation for this. Oh yeah? Try me.
Well, damn, I wasn't actually expecting you to call my bluff.
Okay, so it's either a hypnotist, mass hysteria, or a bioterrorism.
Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna pick terrorism.
Did you really think I'd buy a load of BS like that anyways?
Kind of, yeah.
I really didn't do anything! Well, maybe I did a little something. I made him swoon and fall at my feet. Swoon? Fall at your feet? Do I look like a freaking imbecile to you?
Kind of, yeah.
She absolutely refuses to believe that we're popular. And I mean, she's not exactly wrong.
When's the last time you saw someone alive in this apartment? Never, exactly. Everyone else here burned.
Let's just say that all this misdirected anger has created an aura so intense we could feel it. That makes sense since all that murder aura is directed at you.
Me?
Ah man, well she hated me before, she's really about to hate me, because the horny options make their grand comeback. She could smell me, see me, or kiss me.
I'm just gonna close my eyes.
Damn it. Ah man, never getting the pity insult, there's nothing worse than that.
Oh, I can think of a few things worse.
Take for example how Potako, who's just sort of watching us crash and burn out here, steps in to activate the Doki Doki field. Ah damn, not the Doki Doki field. Wait, I don't actually know what that is. Quick, bail me out! What's the Doki Doki field? According to my dad, the Doki Doki field is a mode where you have to fill up a girl's lovey-dovey gauge and kill the guardians of their heart in order to get into their pants. So get this, it doesn't work. Because she has guardians, and the Potako gets confused because she had guardians.
Don't make me get my dad back on the line, he's very eager.
Akira decides that the best way to reform us is to f***ing murder us, and the first step is to head to the school pool. But before that, we have to make our way over there, and I'm just gonna give you guys the highlights to save you the trouble of actually having to watch someone play Galgun. Why the f*** is this girl meowing? This girl gets to go into the Doki Doki field, and all she can think about is her f***ing pores. Well, this girl's weakness is her kneecaps.
I think that's everyone's weakness.
Time for some sexy poolside fun. Look, she's been waiting for me. Wait, why is she standing next to that big-ass machine? Turns out this is part of our training. This is going to shoot iron cannonballs at us. It was originally meant to shoot the swim team because you need complete control over your movement in the water before you can dodge these. Well, because if you're about to fucking dive, then of course you'll swim faster. She's intending to do the same for us with a thousand cannonballs?
Honestly, what the f is wrong with her?
Dude, I don't even fucking care at this point about sexting with an e-girl. There is no girl that is worth this amount of trouble for. But our guy's a simp! So now we have to use the power of pheromones and our simp energy to stop cannonballs traveling over 100 miles per hour until Akira decides we've suffered enough. So while she plays baseball, I just get absolutely f***ed. We finally finish, and she does not look happy. She's like, I had a lot of fun kicking her ass, but damn, why does everyone want to f*** you today? It just doesn't make sense. You're weak, f*** off. We end up chasing after her and assault everyone in our path until we find Akira up on the roof. She tells us to leave, but come on, she's the one who wanted to train us. It's because she decided to come up on the roof without any damn pants. Don't you just hate when that happens? Patako suggests that we use this opportunity to kick the shit out of her. Oh yeah, you know what they say, opportunity only knickers once.
That is the weirdest sentence I've ever heard. You know what, I'll tell you what. If I can find a single person who actually says that, I will donate my house to them.
Luckily, Akira says no, but we just go into full-on attack mode. The strategy is to wait until she's caught off guard by the wind, and then shoot her. Then while she's humping the air, just light her up. Rinse and repeat until she's defeated. Yay! I perfectly exploited her! And now she's crying. Great. Are you happy with yourself, me?
No, not really.
In response, she fucking kills us and we reminisce on the good old days. Middle school. Once we recover, us, along with our probable concussion, go to find Akira because we are running out of time. She's terrified of us and asks, you won't do weird, pervy stuff anymore, will you? Not without a safe word.
I mean it. Otherwise, I might actually end up dead.
Then we reminisce about middle school. Then we talk about our crushes. Then we assault her again. Damn it, Patako. And guess what? Yeah, we still have another stage to go. She then gets pissed at us yet again. So we have to convince her to help us. What better way to convince her than with the use of my third leg? I mean, hey, clearly, we know what the anime girls want because she agrees to help and our compatibility is at an all-time high. We then make the final rush to meet Akira to finally profess our love to her while avoiding the school's seemingly all-girl populace. We do have to use the Doki Doki mode to fight some of them, and you look so lascivious staring like that.
I don't know what that means, but it won't stop me from adding it to my vocabulary.
Well, another girl says that we're at such a curious age.
The f*** is this girl talking about? We're the same age!
We make it up there and...
Damn it, Switch, I'm about to sex!
Now we have to fight her. Again. Damn it, Akira, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Just shoot the projectiles, and when she's jumping, shoot her to catch her off guard for a chance to deal bonus damage. Once she's calmed down, we confess our love for her, and Patako takes us into the final Doki Doki field, where this time, instead of doing the same damn thing as the last two times, we instead do the damn Doki Doki mode! You know, the one you've been using this whole damn game? It's the exact same thing, just with a much longer time limit and a bigger bar. I literally finished it with half the time still remaining. And while yes, it's kind of funny to cripple her by shooting her thighs, it's only amusing the first 10 times. When you do an extra 20, it just kind of loses its luster. Let's see. We get to call her dumbass for once. That's nice. And she treats us like a slave, while Patako makes a heart in the sky and then leaves to go back to heaven. Except, no, not really, because after, giving us another concussion, she's back. Turns out that because of her f***up, she has to stay by our side forever. Because they aren't sure if any side effects will appear because no one's ever been shot 16 times before.
The last record was 14.
We ended up getting the true ending for Akira, but since this is the last one of these games left, why not go out with a bang and review every storyline? Oh, turns out you can disable the subtitles by pressing the triggers. I'm sorry, but why? Who would actually use this feature? I mean, I guess you could just go up to someone and play a wacky prank on them, but at that point you've probably already been pepper sprayed, so I'm not sure that the payoff is worth it. Back to the quiz, and you know what? I'm feeling smart and athletic today. Kind of. With an absolutely abysmal sense of fashion. My super potato senses were spot on.
You're damn right they were.
How many of them you say? Too many to count. My room drips with sex. Now these are the stats of someone who f***s.
Am I right?
Now we're going to go with this girl, Karuko Sakura Sakai. After eliminating all these girls just minding their own business on their way to school, we get assaulted by this girl's bodyguards. Man, how dangerous is this damn high school? Got to the point where this girl has not only one, but 2 bodyguards. Her response to this guard's violation of basic human rights? Are you just gonna lie on your backside like that? You're blocking traffic.
Ouch. That does not spell well for our chance for sex.
But when you're in Horty Fantasyland, anything is possible. Even you could have a chance with a girl who's way out of your league. She's upset because we forgot to meet her in the art room yesterday. You really suck, you know that?
I know. I always suck. It doesn't matter which route I do.
Do you have a death wish?
I bought 3 of these damn things, so you tell me if I have a death wish.
We just sort of brush that off and ask her what she thinks of us on this particular day. Getting all hot and bothered. I was actually right. What the f***? What do you mean by hot and bothered? Explain yourself in 3 lines or less.
Okay, looks like we got away with it.
No.
What the f*** are you doing? We got a pass!
Thank God she cut us off. Our bodyguards get creeped out due to us seemingly talking to ourselves, so Potako tries to bail us out by bringing us into the Doki field and... that's weird. This looks the same as Akira's Guardian battle, except now the Guardians are green. Huh, well, let's ignore that for now. As per usual, it didn't work.
Okay, it wasn't all worthless. Glad to know I'm a class celebrity, even though I did just lose the use of my left ear.
You're acting weird today, even more so than usual.
Look, there are so many reasons, to the point where I'm gonna need a therapist.
Afterwards, they all fade out of existence, while Potako fades into existence, and basically tells us to try harder, you damn weeb. Her journey to find a single damn guy in this game takes us up to the 3rd-year classroom where we clear it and find that Karuko was here the whole time. The whole time. She's impressed by her guards being awful at their jobs and finds it weird that people are falling at her feet. There's an easy way to explain this to her though. I'm huge! She f***ing loves that answer, even if Potako absolutely does not. You're such a scrub. I shed a tear for your sorry existence. Damn, not even 2 tears? However, Bodyguard 1 and 3 are coming to check on her.
What the hell happened to Bodyguard 2?
So she shoves us in a locker to hide. The guards suspect someone is here and, you know what, meowing worked so well the last time, why not? Oh, it's just a cat.
Jesus Christ. Is there a gas leak or something? Because there's no way you people are this stupid.
Before leaving, she tells us to meet her in the art room and takes off. Let's heed Karuko's dying message and head to the art room.
Wait, she's dying?
Hold on, because while messing around, I just realized you can play this game one-handed.
I'm surprised it's not a feature on the back of the box. You'd think they want to play into that and advertise the hell out of it.
Eventually, we make it to the entrance, and damn it! There they go again, f***ing up my sexy alone time. Time to scale the building, then. I make it up to the art room, and she wonders why we're here so much. Well, because she's our friend. At least supposedly. Then she asks if we ever draw anything, and dear God, no. She then tells us to take our clothes off.
What? What the hell?
Take your clothes off. Making a lady repeat herself is not a good look for you. Damn, she's serious. So while stripping, do I A, blush, B, fart, or C, squirm?
You know, they do say the worms are pretty damn sexy. I guess everyone's got their own taste. Mine is worms, hers is naked men for art. You do you.
Now, we embark against our greatest foe yet. Absolute f***ing boredom. No, seriously, we actually have to try and fight to stay awake because it's just that boring. Just pick a pose she wants and shoot the sheep to stay awake. You'll still be bored out of your f***ing mind and naked, but hey, at least you're not naked and asleep. For the most part, it's easy, but seriously, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I only have one hand. At least she's happy. Suddenly, the guards barge in and don't even mind the completely naked guy. She has all this security because of nothing except a small matter of a potential kidnapping. she's so casual about it, like, oh, it's just another day at the park for her. Then we tell her that we gotta do something about it. Except, like, what the f does my character think he's going to do? Sleep with them? Then we get kicked out completely naked, while Karuko just looks confused. Luckily, we find an extra guy's uniform lying around, so now we need to go right back to the art room. After running the sexy gauntlet, we arrive outside and find that Karuko is trapped in one of those old cartoony cages and is being kidnapped. Which means that yes, our high school character is going to get an opportunity to fight a helicopter and beat up some kidnappers. Hold on though, do you really think that she needs help because she's looking pretty fine up there after all? After catching up with the helicopter, we find that, oh no, that's pretty hot! So yes, we fight against the kidnappers and their abuse. We have to break the cage to weaken it and eventually break it while trying not to hit Karuko and failing, all while terrorists say that we're a loser. Eventually, Karuko decides that her next course of action is suicide. Like, holy shit, she actually jumped? She manages to survive, though, by using us to cushion her fall.
Yay! I did it! I stopped the terrorism!
Then her bodyguards take her away, but like, seriously, where the hell were they this whole time? Eventually, we make our way to the art room to meet Karuko to reveal our feelings to her. She thinks that we're impressive, and that's enough to bring us back into the Doki field. So, we end up not being able to beat our guardians because Patako's power stinks. In fact, our character wants to call her Poop Taco. Sick burn there, guy. She thinks that we're lovely servant material. In fact, she wants to make us her servant for life.
Ah, so she's into that, huh?
Our guy isn't into that though and is too afraid to try it, so he runs away. Just to get called to the roof by her guards, and thus starts the final sprint to fully confess our feelings.
I blinked, what the hell happened?
Turns out Karuko knocked us out by standing still in front of us and doing nothing. But must be those magical flying buckets I hear so much about. Or maybe not. I think I just made that up. She signed us up and gives us a choice. Be a slave or die. But I don't want to be the bottom! So, we break free. Didn't know that getting shot and knocked out gave us super strength, but come on. This is Galgun. If this is your biggest concern, clearly you haven't been paying attention. Now it's up to us to take down Rich Bitch, and wait a minute, this boss fight feels really familiar. Like, I've already done this, but that's impossible because this is my first time going down this route. Anyways, just shoot the projectiles coming towards you, and when she gets staggered, shoot her weak points to deal damage to her. Rich Bitch is pissed that we don't remember her, and thus has been bullying us this whole time as punishment, retribution, some sort of power fantasy, and that's enough for us to initiate Doki mode. I'm just gonna do us a favor and skip past the ogling of her kneecap and skip to us getting together. Turns out we only got the good ending here.
Rats!
But it's okay, we still have 2 more rounds to go! At this point, I could honestly care less about my stats, so I basically max them all out aside from horniness because it really doesn't help. And besides, I already get horny from Doki mode, so why get horny this early? Man, this seems to really be the year of rabbits that everyone wants to f***. And I guess we're joining that trend. We make our way to the school, and something that's been bothering me for quite some time are the load times. Like, this game is 10 years old, and with the time it takes to load the same game area of the game we were just in, I can go out and get an actual girlfriend. Well, at least one that's technically real, like, I can actually touch them.
Oh, I love you, honey. It is, however, a bitch to take him out in public.
But really, they could have done anything for the load times?
Hell, I'm barely convinced they did anything for this except slap the new subtitle on the box and went, $40 please, just so idiots like me would pick it up. And guess what? It worked because damn it, I need the anniversary edition.
So yeah, gotta get my money's worth out of this. So back in a horny fantasy land, this rock bunny girl runs straight into us and we were unable to avoid them because we couldn't even see them in our periph.
I think I just realized why you could play this game one-handed.
Jeez, you don't have to rub it in. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a shorty. In fact, it's one of your strong points.
Not sure how height can be someone's selling point. Unless their personality's about as deep as a wet piece of cardboard, then I get it.
I don't know, I think being big and swole is way cooler.
Oh god, abandon ship now. Galgun's trying to be hip and connect with the youth.
She's in a rush because she's got to get ready for a concert today that's going to be held on the roof. We ask her the standard, hey, are we sexy yet? And she says no. Hang on, Mission Control. Senpai's having some deep internal monologues. Wow, you really are a step ahead of the rest of us humans.
If that man is the next step in human evolution, then this species is
So Potako takes us into the Doki Doki field, and I f***ing knew it wasn't crazy! It's literally the same damn thing! Except they color swapped those f***ing Guardians! Look, I get that they probably wanted to have some symmetry between the 4 different, well, I say different in quotations because they're basically the same route, but with slightly different turns on the road. Still, they could have done something, hell, anything to try and spice up because it's literally the same damn thing! The same moveset, weaknesses, hell, it's gotten to the point where I could beat this one-handed.
You bet your ass I did.
The worst part is it's not even that hard to fix. Just have the Guardians use different attacks based on their personalities, or just change what they look like so it's not so obvious that it's the same thing. Oh, but this is f***ing Galgun. What did you expect? Them to put in actual time and effort? No, let's just resell the first game with barely any changes and people will buy it because we got a rabbit in this one! Anyways, we offer to help with her concert, and how the hell is this actually kind of halfway decent writing? So after busting some ass, we meet Aoi at the first year's classroom, and she thinks we're so cool for assaulting half her class, until, come on, I can never pass up the opportunity to make a pun. Okay, cool, at least she likes it. Turns out she was getting ready to play a concert with incomplete songs. What would that sound like?
Horrible, got it.
Now we gotta help her write lyrics. Damn it, there she goes again. So off to the music room we go, because we can't just do it all in one room. She needs help writing lyrics for a love song, and of course she enlists the help of the person who listens to dog whistles in their spare time. Luckily, that was exactly what she's looking for in a ghostwriter. She wants us to see what she's got so far, because she's not totally confident in it.
What she's got so far shouldn't be too bad, so go on, show us what you got.
I love you so much I could kill you.
I don't know why she's asking for her help, that's perfect already.
What kind of song would match their image? Porno groove! Now it's time to come up with lyrics which just consist of hitting the highlighted word or just by using common sense. Like, I'm not sure that rolling corpses are that sexy. But for the big showstopper, I want you dead. Perfect. It's so good that she abandons us almost immediately to go up to the roof. And we rush up there to meet her and she tells us to look. Unfortunately, the developers didn't know how to program that into the game, so we just stared directly at her blank expression instead. Turns out that Aoi forgot to fill out the proper paperwork, so now the concert is canceled.
Those damn bureaucrats!
She's gonna kill them, but murder is a crime!
And did you know that we need air to live?
Our plan is to use our popularity to get a stage set up in the gym and to let people know through the use of a satanic ritual. We get there with Aoi to the empty gym. Oh, you mean to tell me that this is full? Full of air, sure, but I don't see any physical people. Then we play another minigame where we turn the boos into yays. It has the same problems as the naked art minigame, just being way too damn easy at the beginning, and throwing so much shit at you at the end that it gets overwhelming and it's incredibly difficult to get a perfect rating. Did you see that? Yeah. Okay, so after this interaction, we fade out of the scene, and we fade back into the scene. The scene's so nice, we had to be there twice. She goes to get more people for, I guess, an encore performance, while we go to the library, not to belly dance. Like, seriously, game, who actually does that? Is that a frequent occurrence in the Galgun universe? We're here to find books on stage setting to help set up. There's a lot though, so this might take a while. Okay, I skimmed through a few books, so I'm pretty much an expert now.
Famous last words.
Now we go to meet Aoi and give euphoria along the way. Game's words, not mine. We find her and she's feeling great thanks to us, and oh you know what? Just for old time's sake, let's pick it. What? I should be shot, not praised for that. Potako sees us as romantic, and we... Look, at this point, you should know the drill. Aoi doesn't seem to notice though. Instead, she tells us a thrilling backstory of her guitar. See, she wanted a guitar, but couldn't pay for it. But some guy, which is code for us, begged them for it until he fell and started bleeding. So the shopkeeper gave it to her for $1. She asked for our advice, and come on, we gotta follow the motto of this game.
It's gotta be sexy!
She then rushes off to get ready for her concert, and we chase after her. She goes up on stage, and our way of cheering her on is screaming, "You're so Mo!"
What does it mean? No f***ing clue, but I'm still gonna pick it.
Then while performing her song, she starts to beat the ever-loving shit out of us. Turns out, we're in a boss fight now, which is the same as the other ones. Except here, AOA is getting way too into her music, and as a result, she tries to commit a homicide to commit to her brand. Except I have no idea how to stop this attack where she leaps down because I am physically unable to cause enough damage to her and have to take the damage, but eventually, we end the performance. She asked what we thought, and we say that it was incredible!
Like, I was rocking out even while I was gushing blood out my f***ing nose.
We confess and cue the obligatory 3 minutes of ogling the underage minor and shooting her f***ing armpit, and blam, we're in love. Cue those credits! We did it! We got the... good ending? Hey, what gives? I got the extra memories! Turns out in order to get the trending, you not only have to get a high enough score to get the extra memories, but you also have to get a certain score in one or all of the minigames. So for AOA, I need to get a perfect score in the first concert, but just barely missed it. So while I got enough of the right dialogue choices to get the memories, I was basically blocked out of the true ending. Rats.
Wait, no, not rats, this is bullshit.
Now it's to the final route, which means it's the last time we'll get to see Patako f*** up.
You know, let's savor it for a second.
Okay, second's over. Stats are maxed out, aside from Ludi. Girl selected. This one is our childhood friend, which is code for they will say that on a loop and not shut the f*** up about it the whole time we're trying to romance. We make our rounds to the school, and like, seriously, do none of these people have anything better to do than to chase a loser like me? Kanami runs into us and turns out that she can sort of see Patako. You see, this is our kind of demon hunter storyline for this game, except without the little hell spawn around. She explains that she can sense that we have a strange aura about us. When we ask how she knows this, she responds by saying, "Well, we are childhood friends, so I can kind of just sense these things about you."
That's not a answer, and who goes around bragging about being friends since we were 5? That's like bragging about getting influenza.
She's convinced Patako is evil, but we try to comfort her by saying that she is the ultra rare legend among legends, the Erotica Borealis. Look, while I appreciate the gusto and showmanship of this man, it's kinda lost on Kanami. So she tries to exorcise her, so we shut her down, but not before asking that classic question of, what do you think about us? She thinks we're the same, and then we get not doing this again. Then she runs off, leading to us having to chase after her.
Might I ask, what do classes look like for this man? Especially when it seems that 99% of the school's population is female? Wait, does he even have class? Because I'm not so sure I've ever seen this man step foot into a classroom for class.
We find her in the cafeteria where she wonders why there's a trail of dead girls behind us.
Love magic? I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner, to be honest.
She concludes that our sun popularity is due to supernatural causes, which, isn't technically that far off, and instead set on performing an exorcism on us, so she rushes off to the library to try to research the demon haunting us. Which means we're going to the library. We find her, and what kind of books do I like? Who says I read? Kanami agrees! Except for this instance, because she wants to save us from having to play this game, which is A-okay with me. Now we play our first minigame, making sure Kanami doesn't bust her ass while finding all the books she needs for her. This game is stupid. It doesn't give us nearly enough time to perfect it because you only get about 5 seconds before Kanami tumbles off, leaving you with not nearly enough time to get the books. Especially when it takes forever to switch to the next set of books when you hit all the highlighted ones. It's just not fun or interesting. Luckily, thanks to the short timer, that means we don't actually have to play it very long, which is probably the best part about it. Afterwards, we tell her that this spirit is here because we have a crush, but she books it before we can tell her that our crush is on her. Now we're heading to the Ghost Hunters Club room to find Kanami. But Taco doesn't want to go there because scary things are scary.
And did you know that the Earth is round?
We get there and find that the door is locked, with Kaname begging us not to come in, and judging by how situations like this have gone in the past, be fucking terrified of what we'll find on the other side of those doors. So we go to commit a felony by first committing countless acts of public indecency, then moving those charges up to a light breaking and entering because hey, what's a little crime without variety, am I right? When we get there we find that, she accidentally summoned a cabbage tentacle monster. Just another day in Galgun world, I guess. Basically, here we have to shoot the weak points, and then it'll open up its uvula, but be careful because friendly fire is on. I got it perfect, but like, seriously though, I shot her a lot. I'm surprised this is what I got. She thought of us while casting a spell, and it spawned a hentai. She's upset that she needed us to save her and runs off, like literally every single damn hunter in this series. Before we move on though, I just got super bored of staring at the same outfits for hours on end, so I just need a quick break to change it up a little.
Looking at our options, and who the f wears just an apron and nothing else? You know what, f it, it's something different.
I then picked some nice looking outfits and changed their accessories, so instead of handing me love letters, they're giving me my 3 favorite things: a meal, ingots, and a deal with Satan. What could be better? We find her on the roof conversing with spirits, and we start flirting with her and calling her Q. So after skipping the Doki Doki field, because I'm sure that you guys are as sick of watching that damn cutscene as I am, we find out that she doesn't like us as a man, and sees us purely as a childhood friend. Even though we were just flirting literally 10 seconds ago when she liked it, but whatever, because she wants to go meet us on the roof after school. So we go downstairs, just to go right back up the stairs. She's determined to give us an exorcism, and we tell her to be gentle. It's our first time, which is exactly what she's looking for in a man. We tell her that we're scared, and she says that it only hurts at the start, I think. I'll do my best not to hurt you.
I don't think she's ready for what's about to happen.
I don't think we are either. Or, I guess we are, because it's the same damn boss fight as all the others! Oh, except this time, she takes the time to summon a bunch of tumors for us to fight. You know the drill, we beat her, assault her belly button, and blam, we're in love. Plus, we got the true ending too. What a way to end the series.
Wait, you mean to tell me that there's still more? Fine. I guess we still have the damn carnival to see too.
Set after the events of the game, Doki Doki Carnival follows your character and Patako as he finally gets a girlfriend.
Speak for yourself, guy.
Although every other girl hates his guts down to the molecular level now. Well, gee, I wonder why. That f***ing silly Angel takes the credit for it and asks who our girlfriend was, like she hasn't been shadowing us for the past month or however long it's been. I'll pick Bunny Girl because she unironically had the best story in the game and... Damn it, it's blocked out. You have to get the true ending in order to pick them. So fine, I'll go with self-proclaimed childhood friend. Patako won't leave us alone because she's waiting on the next issue of this manga she likes. Let's just enhance that image and... Oh! She's a fan of war too!
Those f***ing silly countries!
Suddenly, a mysterious voice objects, saying that she's here to support us and... Wait. I recognize that bitchy voice.
No! 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 No!
Hi, it's f***ing Hikaru making her comeback like 38 minutes in the making, and she's still an uptight bitch! Glad to see that not much has changed. Patako defends herself against Ikaru's observation of the room by stating that she's using this textbook to learn all about human biology.
Oh, if that's what you're really down here for, then might I introduce you to a little thing us humans call born?
Back on track, Ikaru asks if we think we are eternally bound to our current girlfriend. Oh, well, since you're asking, the answer is no. She says that we're not connected by angelic power, but by the fruits of my labor. This means that I can still get broken up with, like a scrub. If this happens, then we'll be hated by all human females for the rest of our lives.
That's not so bad.
And female animals, too.
Well, thank God I still have the male animals.
Patako was supposed to come down here to help clean up the lingering effects of the 16 arrows we got shot with, but well, when you get to see a war, it's quite hard to be focused on your job. Patako's excuse is that her plan needed a preparation phase to succeed, and the fact that she got to watch the horrors of war just so happened to coincide with her plan. Our response? Is this the hole that all the bullshit's coming out of?
I don't think that's quite the right hole.
Ikaro tells us to stop or fear the consequences that she's unable to tell us because she's under an NDA. Tako takes us to the school to enact her plan, DDC. I love Dance Dance Revolution. Her plan is to lock up every girl we run into inside the Doki field because then we get the pheromone shot back, and she asks us to keep giving girls euphoria, one after another, which will hopefully return our body to normal. That's the essence of codename DDC.
So just to sum up, we're literally doing this because Patako had a fire lit under her ass and couldn't think of shit. So she went, Doki Carnival! Yeah, that'll work!
But simple is best, isn't it? I expected nothing less from you, Patako.
Don't give her credit, Ikaro. She literally just made this up.
Now let's begin the first level and see what we got in store for us. So, we have this girl kidnapping this other girl, threatening her by saying that nothing's gonna happen unless you come with me. Must be opposite day or something. She's taking her to go to the school's most haunted point to help her film spirits because she can't do it all by herself. But you see, that makes no sense. Just buy a fucking tripod. You don't need to kidnap someone to be a cameraman. They then notice us, and this one comments on how she feels multiple unruly presences haunting us. Which, I mean, that's not technically wrong. After that, they basically just take turns roasting me until Patako sends them into the void. Then we get into the meat of Doki Carnival, which sadly isn't some kind of cheap county fair with shitty broke down rides. Instead, we spend an hour going from location to location, spreading joy and euphoria as I go. The locations are just a backdrop for the cutscenes that don't really change much aside from the girls who show up. The heart of the gameplay is just Doki mode from the base game, but with more girls. Honestly, it's actually slightly better than how it is in the base game because there's just a little more thought that goes into it here. In order to get a good score, you have to make all the girls burst at the same time. So you have to play a delicate balancing game where you need to fill the bars up and not finish it. Then move on to the next girl because once the bar is filled, their bars will begin draining rapidly, meaning you'll either have to keep feeding shots into them or finish them off, but get less points. The idea is to get them all at once to get the most amount of points. Adding this layer of complexity was exactly what was missing from the regular version of this mode because there, it was ass easy. Now, it's, well, I wouldn't say it's a hard, just regular easy difficulty. There's only a few roadblocks here, one being that sometimes your shots will affect multiple girls, so that's something to keep an eye out for, as well as sometimes girls will shut you out altogether and you'll be forced to switch to a different girl, but after a few moments you can switch right back. Now, we satisfied these girls, and they love us, but not enough to physically kill us with their love, just that sweet middle ground. We then go to the quad, where these girls are talking about how space is brimming with romance. But there's nothing there.
Although, I guess you could fill that space with me?
They're not into that, though. They then proceed to call us a pervert.
Jeez, just how much of an asshole do people think I am?
Don't worry, 5 minutes of Doki mode is enough to change anyone's mind. After converting these girls to our cult, we regroup on the roof to discuss, well, I would say progress, but they instead just talk about their extracurricular activities. Like how they're both part of the military research club.
What do angels need a military for?
Yeah, these angels, they love to practice shooting. And yet they both still manage to f*** up. Patako uses a crossbow while Ikaro is backing alright, backing a bunch of deagles. They even have charge shots. Mommy, I get scared when you do something like that. Couldn't you use something safer?
Why are you like this, game?
No, I wouldn't trade them for the world. Big guns are efficient killing machines, I think.
I can see that as a quote on the front of Guns magazine.
Despite the fact that Ikaro can barely shoot one, she decides to dual wield, which that explains why all these angels keep f***ing up, because all they give a damn about is looking like a badass. So sure, now they look cool, kind of, but they have no practical skills, and so thus spawned these games. Time to cool down after all that heat, so we go down to the pool to find a cat girl doing cat things, making a lot of cat puns. She's taking a sabbatical from the swim team, and they're not happy about that. These girls try to induct this other girl into their cult, and apparently these girls find us stranger than a half-cat, half-human hybrid.
Yeah, right. You're gonna tell me that this is stranger than a cat girl? You know what? I'll just sit down.
He's gonna do weird things to us! Don't even try to deny it. That is absolutely what we're doing. Luckily, I put all my points into charisma, so now they love me! Very quickly, we realize the issue with Doki Doki Carnival.
Which one?
The fact that pretty much all the levels are just the damn same! You just go to a location with a varying amount of girls, they start talking about clubs or something, and blam, I show up, so they start shit-talking me while our character is just like, huh, are they talking about me? Then we sex, and now they love me. Rinse and repeat until we make it to the final stage. There's literally no variety here, unless you count the amount of girls we excite, but I'm not so sure I can call that a new obstacle, rather they're more of a sexy roadblock. Hell, some of them we do twice! After f***ing half the population of Japan, we're confronted by our girlfriend and her posse of rejects that weren't good enough for me to bother getting the true endings for, plus Akira. They've come to confront us over us bullying the school. Kanami thinks we're taking our frustrations from her out on the school because she's not hot, and way to make it about yourself. Just gonna say this, the hesitation from our character doesn't help either. She asks us, why are you doing those things to other girls and not me?
Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it.
So we grant her wish and look how happy none of them are. But it does cause Kanami to believe that there must be a good reason we bullied half the school. Plus the fact that we're bribing her with ice cream doesn't hurt either. Turns out there's one final opponent, Patako herself. If we can give an Angel Euphoria, that proves we made a full recovery. Ikaro volunteers to take her place, and it gives us a choice. We can either do Patako, Ikaro, or ding 2 angels with 1 stone. What's the stone in this situation? This is only unlocked by having whatever this is at your rank. Otherwise, it's locked off. Luckily, Patako loves this idea. Ikaro is, resistant to the idea, but Patako reminds her that our body is the way it is because of them. Ikaro says the hell it is, I did nothing of the sort, and begs her to clean up her own mess. But Patako basically says, that's rough, buddy. So anyways, on to the Doki Doki field. Now our body should go back to how it was before. We won't be popular, but we won't be abused by women all the time anymore. We're disappointed apparently because our character liked the abuse, and it turns out Ikaro came down here to visit Patako because she missed her and tries to convince her to come back, but Patako wants to stay to make sure we're okay, which means we've gained another angel to watch over us until she goes on to make the same damn mistake later, but that's a whole other game. Oh, and the angels imply they're gonna watch us bang.
Let's see. Well, what's left?
Their score attack.
Oh, Rocky man.
Oh wait, I forgot about the gallery. Wait, I just gotta press 1 button to initiate sex?
I think I was doing us all a favor.
What is there to say about Galgun? Most people know exactly what they're buying. A paid legal way to ogle at anime girls that's slightly less embarrassing than watching hentai. That's it. There's no other reason to buy it.
Hey, you say negative, I say positive.
The gameplay is repetitive throughout all 3 entries, but it's especially egregious here how lifeless and boring the gameplay is. There is zero variety here. Like, this is probably one of the most boring experiences I've ever put myself through. I will give it this though. These boss fights are the best the series has had so far.
What were the other boss fights in the series?
Exactly.
The visuals are literally the 360 game all over again. It looks the same, and the loading screens. By God, the loading screens! Literally, everything here has a minute-long loading screen. Hell, just taking 1 step forward causes a loading screen. Like, how does anyone do anything with all these loading screens? Seriously, this game is ass old. Why does it take forever to load? It's not like it's particularly intense. Oh, maybe because it has to load the real heavyweight champion of this game, the story mode. Well, that's a f***ing lie because it's not even a contender to begin with. The routes, if you could even call them that, are all the damn same. They follow the same structure for all 4 routes with only slight deviations. If this was anything, it'd be the joke competitor that they put in to warm the crowd up with. Alongside that, it has some of the worst, most unnatural sounding dialogue I've ever seen. It's like Tommy Wiseau watched a few episodes of Sailor Moon and decided he wanted to make that. At least Double Piece had collectibles. What does this game have? Well, it's got a gallery mode, but I'm pretty sure Double Piece had that too. Oh, it's got Doki Doki Carnival, a complete waste of a mode, which is the best part of the game because it tries to do something else, but even that gets old after 5 minutes.
But you know what the worst part is? The worst part is that I actually had fun playing this game.
don't mistake this as me saying this game is good, because of course it's not. What I'm saying is that maybe this series falls under the umbrella of so bad it's good. Like, the unnatural and downright bizarre dialogue and story beats carry the game, hands down. It makes for a great time to point and laugh at the game. Now, I would say that it makes for a great game night, but there's only one problem with that. Yeah, that certainly doesn't help matters, but this is the kind of game that you can put on and just shit on. Just don't buy this game for any other reason, because you will be sorely disappointed. Know what you're getting yourself into, and you might find some enjoyment here. And for the love of God, if you're gonna buy it, just make sure you don't buy it used, because these states are a bitch to get out. Not gonna lie, actually a lot of fun with this franchise overall. And while I wish I could say that I wanted more of this, the unfortunate part of that is, I really don't. Look, there's only so much of this shit that one person can handle, okay? Now it's time to move on to greener pastures. Like, I don't know, there's this game that keeps popping up on Steam. I think it's called Hentai Candy Crush, or Hoonie Poop for short? I don't know, I think that's how you pronounce it. Now I can finally bid this series farewell, and... Wait, what is Gal Guardians? No, why are they trying to set up a Gal Gun cinematic universe? No,